should be live. But I need to test this because new laptop, who this? Beautiful quality, by the way, but okay, so if you sometimes hear me double, twice, or whatever, that's probably because I'm testing. Oh. Okay, open, sound on. I don't really want that. Just go to my Twitch. Keep using the web. Accept. Welcome to the chat room. First a commercial. That's not what I'm listening to. Mute. Don't want you. But hey, at least it gives me a couple of cents. I will talk about it soon enough. First need to test it's actually working. This I will talk about it soon enough. Yep, it's working. There we go. Okay, so at least I'm transmitting. Okay. This is pretty much new laptop. Who this? It's a very old laptop, quite unreliable, but it is a way for me to have a better quality here. Need to increase the brightness so I can actually see things. There we go. So yeah, it's still an old laptop. Oh, it's mirrored. The camera's mirrored. Just noticed that. Settings. I'll have to see if I need to restart the laptop every time. So that means starting the laptop up first, then do my thing and then return. Would be a hassle, but at least I have a reliable laptop-ish that I can use. Don't need to use my work laptop, so I can keep it standing on one spot. So we'll have to see how this goes. But thus far, the quality is nice. A lot better than the other. So still an old laptop, but not that old. Keyboard over here. Still have my ring on. I will put that on my nut nail polish. Already did a little bit of cable management, but we'll see how it goes. It's supposed to be a gaming laptop, but yeah, it was probably too empty of a battery, completely crashed, and it is more or less reinstalled, but it might need a little bit of extra help. So, apron. I managed to finish a lot of the Yummy have magnets on it and all. Two still need to be spray varnished, but that's okay because, you know, that'll come in due time. I'm not gonna use my spray on just two because that would that would be a waste of the spray varnish. Okay, put my space heater on because despite it being very nice and sunny outside, it's still quite cold. So I dropped a lot of things, of course. Things crashed down. So yeah, we'll see. Today the laptop works. We'll see again next time. If it does become very unreliable, I'm probably gonna look for another stream laptop anyway, but if this works, this works. Yeah, let's start with the gessoing. Because that jar always dries shut. Despite all my effort of cleaning it last week. Not going to be sure if there's going to be 2 streams or 1 stream. We'll just have to say what today brings. There we go. Maybe I should just put this in another jar. Smaller jar. And it's probably going to be a lot less. And hopefully also less junk. So this I'm going to clean out. This is my gesso jar now. For now, this is all that's left of my very old homemade blend made out of shitty white paint, shitty gesso. Okay, I need to move a little bit to the side. There we go. So yes, this should solve most of my problems. Plus, I can clean this jar and use it for something else. That is, if I can clean it, of course. I have to be very careful because at the bottom there's chunkies. Anyway, my prints for AnimeCon are probably going to be delivered Monday. And the bags I ordered for somewhere next week. I also have a lot of cleanup to do because of construction. That's also next week. But quite soon, and I don't think next week, but quite soon, there's going to be, instead of a craft Sunday, it's going to be a streaming digital art for more 3D characters that need to be printed. But that will be anytime soon. I'm guessing maybe somewhere next month or something like that. Probably after AnimeCon. And now that I have a dedicated laptop here, if it does work, so we still have to test it out, if it is reliable, then I can stream 3D printing as well again. Bottom of the jar, and then it's 2 layers. I do have more to gesso, but I want the back done first. Oh, I have 2 people watching. The Restream layout changed, so I sometimes have to find back where data is. Not the data from Star Trek, by the way, just information data. Oh, I made a funny. The boys managed to catch a butterfly this morning. Not a day butterfly, but a night butterfly. And yeah, well, it wouldn't survive it anyway, so I let them have it. It is kind of nature-ish. And we do have to allow them to hunt in the case we get mice again. And again, I love mice. I absolutely adore mice. But I'm well aware they're not suitable for in a household. Okay. Clean the jar again. Hopefully enough. But yeah, the jar is almost done. And it's a huge jar. And then I can just do the normal gesso. As soon as I know where I put it. But I do know I have gesso. Oh, over there. Cool. Still gonna do gesso in a little jar, but at least not that much anymore. That was just for the time when I needed to gesso a lot. Mic is shit. Let's see. Mic is closer now. Is it on the right mic? Let's see. It is on the streaming mic, so technically it should be the dedicated mic, but it is a C quality mic, so used it all the time. But at least image is smooth. That's I think most important. But yeah, as long as you can hear me or make out what I'm saying, then for now that's fine enough. I'm not a professional streamer. Okay. Gold! All the gold! Where's my gold brush? Where's my gold brush? My dedicated gold brush. There it is. Hidden behind my dedicated gesso brush. These are things I need to slab on, needs to dry along, so this time I'm not going to use the one with the medium thickener, because actually it doesn't do that much. The space heater is a bit too hot for my legs. Would be just me, sunburned by a space heater. I actually have 3 people watching. Wow. I recently became another tier in Twitch or whatever that I could give VIPs because I had more than 50 people subscribed. And honestly, I have no idea when that happened, or how, or why. I'm happy with it, and everyone is more than welcome. I just have no clue how it happened. When all my 3D printables are done, I can clean up all these paints, and then I have space. So much space. This paint does dry nice and flat, hence why I can slab it on. For those who have an Action, they have manicure mats now. I managed to buy them for the introduction price of 99 cents. They're now €1.30 or 1.29 actually. And they're just these mats, just A4 size, I think, 30 by 40. No wait, I think it's A3. So yeah, you guys know I love these mats because nothing sticks to it except the paint, but you can clean it easily. I just am too lazy to clean, but that doesn't mean it's not easy to clean. This character has a bit of a weird back because I used a different plate, a very smooth plate, to test out a holographic effect. Does work, but it had trouble adhering, probably because everything was too cold. So we'll experiment with that in the future. It was even too cold for the low temperature plate. So, okay, so this is hopefully the final layer. We'll know in tomorrow because, you know, this dries horrendously over here. Should be coming better. It's getting warmer outside. Almost also have this one empty. Yay! I prefer small jars over the big jars, and I don't like tubes because you always get either too much or too little. Jars you can just dip in. Okay. Now, open the magic drawer next to me with everything else that needs to be painted. This is dry enough. Let's do Komi. Skin tone. I put all the skin tones I used over here so I wouldn't forget about it. Need to do the jacket, skin, and the ears. Also at the Action they had new paints, new colors of paints. Those huge tubes. Well, aside the white, such a tube lasts me 7-8 years. So I only get more than one color. Oh, I also need to do the white. I only get more of one tube if I expect to use it a lot. And thus far, yeah, these are just more tropical colors. Like a dark salmon, a nice blue. And they're all in the back behind me and I still need to clean them up. Still need to refill these. I have a couple of them and a couple of them are empty. And I need to ask my knight in shining armor to fill them because I'm scared of filling them white. This is my expensive white. This is my good white. And I use these to get rid of the bubbles in paint. I think I need the eyes to be white as well. Don't know her eye color. but that's something I can check, of course. I think it's purple, but could be wrong. Dark blue from the jacket. Which one was that? This is shiny. This is for the memorial. This is dark purple. I think it's this one. Does look like it. Yes, should be this one. We're almost there. It's not the most wonderful paint. It doesn't stick that well, but you know, this is how we finish annoying evil paint. Is this? Yeah, that's a shine. Okay, and then the ear should be a pink. I think I'm gonna do my medium pink. It's the same I use for the Miku, the cherry Miku. So, comb is drying. Skin tone is probably gonna need a couple of layers. I see a message in a private chat. That's not a message for now. Right. Made a new color of purple for this one. And that was indeed the right choice. The other one was way too dark. This still dried up quite dark, but at least now it's better. I think I also bought the gemstone that's supposed to come here, in the middle, in the center. No, it's the shade. I thought the hair might need another coat, but it's the shade. Still printed on blue. So this is quite an old print. And no, there was not that much left on the lid, but I dropped a couple of bottles doing cable management, so yeah. That's why there's so much on the lid. Missed the spot of the blue. Where is you? There you are. I don't really have a lot of this blue. I have a feeling this is... Yeah, this was an air pocket. I already thought it was an air pocket instead of paint. Seems I missed the spots with the skin tone, so I need to redo those. Or add. Okay. the skin tone. I think the new blend. Or not that new, but I'm not going to shake it this time. I'm going to use a stir, you know, what normal people use. Okay. Little bubbles. Trying to pop them with my brush instead of heat. So I only have bursts at the moment. And Liz can go and dry. Okay. This rag can go in my jar of dirty rags. For those who don't know what that means, I collect my dirty paint water in this jar, put in old rags, they soak up the water, they soak up the paint, and then I can put it in the trash instead of flushing it. Okay, missed a drop over here, but oh, missed a lot of skin tone over here. First, the hair was the poop color. I have no idea how else to call it. Skin tone. And then it should be ready for lining already. As soon as the skin is done, and the skin is probably going to need another layer. No, let's see what else we did with this color. No. Everything else is the more brownish color. Spammer. 2 block lists. Yes. Not much I can do except block from here. So yeah, as you can see, even though I use paper rags, I use them a lot. Twice. And sometimes when they're not that dirty, I just let them dry and then reuse them. So pink, Miku pink. Because I want to finish this Miku before AnimeCon. And see if someone is interested in buying it. But we almost have the hair solid. Remember, this was a very, very nasty pink. That didn't layer on no matter how much. And now I'm using a different one. This is, I think, coat number 3. Usually with acrylic 4 or 5 coats. So getting there, getting there. Some gunk ended up in the face. Yeah, probably need to redo the face. Doesn't look solid anyway, so. And if I manage to finish this for AnimeCon, I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 printed as well, but it's very short date, so I don't think I can finish this for AnimeCon. I hope so, but not sure. Skin tone. This is way too dark. Okay, this one does need to have a shaky. And that's actually not a good coating. And the skirt as well. But I don't really have that color anymore, I think. I think I emptied it in the other jar because I wasn't paying attention that I might need it. Hopefully this is going to be enough for this piece. It's getting there. Hopefully this is the final coat today. Burn, burn. That's just a joke. Don't burn Miku. Yeah, this one is empty. Running out of fumes. Let me grab another one. I have one left after this. Okay. Skin tone. And You need the same skin tone. You're done. That is an air pocket. Yep. Paint dries on top of an air pocket. That's one. I do want music here, but you have things like copyright. So I need to ask a fellow artist who makes very calm harp music if I'm allowed to use her music in the background. I will have to see if it won't get copyright striked, because people do that. I once used to restream AIR music just because I wanted some music, and even that got copyright striked. And the last thing I want is someone else claiming the music my friend made. I know she had issues with that before. People claiming her music. Well, it was very obvious they were not. They just do that nowadays. Do I have still dark skin on here left? I think not. No, these are all lighter skinned. Not light skinned, but lighter. I think you are ready for lining. Do it a bit closer. Everything a little bit backwards. There we go. Still have to do the side, but at least this helps me see if I need to do things up front. I think I should use black for the hair. Ah, it's spring, crying children. I live in a calm neighborhood. Oh, missed the whole part over there. But there are a couple of children and they cry whenever they hit a leaf. Seriously. We can do the eye as well. But yeah, 2 pieces of hair that still need to be done. I think it's raining. Okay, so all the lines are done. I spot a bit of gold that needs to be done. Forgot to clean my brush. Already wondered why it was looking so weird. Anyway, a little bit of gold over here. And a little bit of gold over here. Then my very nice brown. That I'm slowly running out of. Okay, we'll continue soon, but you need this color as well, so might as well start. It's not my darkest brown. It was one of the first blends I made. It dries with a slight rough texture. And quite matte. Mm, 43 minutes. Yeah, I think today is going to be mostly mouse painting. What time is it? I think I can do a second stream, perhaps a bit shorter. It's probably a bit too bright, but let's see how it dries first. Because some colors dry quite dark. This spot. let's go to Miss Buddy. Because I want to. Seems I forgot 2 pieces. The neon yellow. Pink is fine, so. We'll just make these bright as well. Cat Memorial Black. Still have plenty for the memorial, don't worry. I think I used a different color, so whoops. But hey, can't really take it back, so. Ja, velddeelsvinkje. Good white. Final layer, and then I get the great white. The best white. Okay. Is there still gunk in my brush? Probably. Yeah, this is almost ready for lining as well. You know what? I know I need more white. How about I do these while I'm at it? Of course I can clean the brush, but you know, kind of waste paint. That's a bit of the skin, but that's okay. It will only make the skin adhere better. This needs to be white, I think. I can't remember what my plan was, but I'm going to make this behind very pale blue anyway, and I don't think I have a blue that pale yet. It needs to be lighter than this one, which is fine. This one's almost done. Need a couple of pieces that still need a bit of white. This was still my old 3D printer before it broke down, that poor thing. Okay, I think that was all the white. I think it was. This one separates so easily. I do not like that. Wait, that's not supposed to be red. Whoops. Ah, that's the skin tone. Okay. And the reddish brown. Is this one? No, I don't think so. This one? No. think this is it. And otherwise, this is the color it's going to be. The sand color also easily separates, and I know which color is causing it, which I'm running out of, by the way. Partly a shame, but partly yay. Flows lovely, but separates so easily. So I'm gonna take my obligated by myself break. But I first want to blend. Need a lot of white. Here's my shitty white. There we go. Gonna have a little bit of this one. This one that flows nicely. A little bit of water. During my break, I'm gonna fill this bottle. Should have done that years ago. Okay, it's a bit too thin. And a bit, just only a hint, too pale. I need a little bit of brightness. How much do I have from this? If I hit the walls, my mixture escapes. I need a slightly bit more blue. Okay. It's gonna need to dry, of course. I think this is my lightest blue. It's a bit too thin, but that's okay. It will thicken on its own. Come on. Thank you. Now, Edie, I think you're ready for lining and then the eyes. Already spotting one point. Things don't really show when you don't have the lines done. Second spot then. Second spot. It improves so much because of the lines. Even missed her little jewel on her belt. Well, that's gonna use the paint. It's going to ruin my brush if I try to fix this because this is oil-based. And hello! You're right before my break. Got myself a new old laptop that does need a while to start up. So yes, that will slightly impact my streams, but on the other hand, the quality of the image should be better. I've already heard that the quality of the microphone is not that great. Comparable. Let's see. Mid blue. Okay, I'm going to make her belt gold for contrast. Her belt buckle. And her skin tone, was this the new blend? No. Absolutely no. Seriously no. Where's the fourth one? I think this was it. Yep. See how much it improves just by adding the lines? Sure, I'm painting over it again, but that's okay. This was just the initial lining. And which color did I need? The pants. The dark jeans. Okay, so that's Eerie. We're now at the phase of things mask painting and needing a while before they're finished and all. So next hour I'm gonna do these. So that means 3 new, 4 old. And I need to grab some water. There we go. I'll be seeing you in about 10 minutes. Stream. No widgets here as I don't want widgets. No one likes widgets.